Hello, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. This is Eccentric RockStar'Seed, and I am here with a love letter from your DM. Keep in mind, these are his words, not mine. Okay? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. For all signs, like, share, subscribe, share with people. Compare notes, build insight. Dig this right. A deck of my cards dropped out all over the floor, and it's my twin flame deck. I never used this deck. I may have read with this deck one time, but the first one was, it says, the journey has been difficult but needed. I am proud of who I have become. And then I got, where are you being called to journey to? And then I have my crown chakra, my third eye chakra. Sorry. And to confirm that even further, the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time in the world. I feel like the higher you get towards your North Node, the more you're bringing this, you're making this emperor look back. Look, you keep looking back at you. You know, I think he's speaking to him telepathically. And then there's this Phoenix, the sun card here for this Phoenix rising, and this dream journal. Are you sleeping? I feel like it represents y'all dreaming about each other. I dreamt of pregnancy, and that could be why that emperor is here as well. I've never loved them. It was just about the sex. I love you. And then he wrote, at first, I thought it was only sexual attraction, but it's so much more than that. And he's talking about how you intrigue his mind, his body, and spirit. And I feel like when he thinks of you, like, I am very hot under the collar in a couple other places, trying to read this man's messages. Sing. I feel like the climax has you singing, makes you want to sing. You walk around the house singing. For those who are in communication with him, or have a way to get to him. And then I have, do you really believe I am the one for you? I don't think, okay, so this is spiritual. It's like the higher you go into your spiritual realm, you go into other spiritual realms and you hear everything he's thinking and feeling in his subconscious when he's up at night, when he's thinking to himself. He has alone time. You can pick up on everything he's saying or feeling with that third eye there. And he can do the same for you. He's doing the same thing to you. And another message is, I can't wait to lay my head on your chest and listen to your heartbeat. So you're like really in love. And it all started with this Tower card. This awakening. You know, and this transformation for you caused a transformation for him. And now he thinks about you. He feels a lot for you. Like, you've been celebrated by people. You've embarked on this whole new journey. You got the fool and the world here. So something wrapped up for something else to begin. You've become a teacher, a holistic doctor in your own right. Like, I feel like you teach a lot about health consciousness, about natural remedies, about stabilizing people's health and spirituality. I feel like you're a dual-headed doctor. And you're starting to draw your person back in based off your money moves, your needs, your ambition. You've been pursuing your education, your drive. And then you got the blue flame, that spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. He felt a pull from you. He did. Meanwhile, you have the Five of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. I feel like this is your ex. Thirsty. And the Moon. So your ex secretly wants to pursue you. He wants to seduce you. Because he feels defeated by you. I think you beat him at his narcissistic game. And then you got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. The Four of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords. The Queen of Wands. King of Pentacles. This is your person. This is how your person look at you, and that he's making a logical decision to come to you. But I think he wants you to keep this under wraps. Or it's a reason, yes, that you have to keep this under wraps. And he's coming out of despair. It's like, I'm not going to lose her again. I hear that. Ace of Pentacles. It's like, he's very possessive of you. Two of Cups. You can be someone he can be himself in front of. His authentic self. He can take the mask off in front of you. I feel like he wants to start over or continue the friendship. Continue building a friendship into something more, into a love language that only you two share. Fertility. Innate wisdom, introversion. You see how this key is on her neck? If that Queen of Pentacles come out, that Queen of Pentacles has a key around her hand. And that matches the King of Pentacles. That he has something to offer you. Something real tangible that he can offer you. It could be his undying friendship. It's also the helping hand of God, because he's all over this reading with 3 aces on his board. That's very good news. Something about him shifted because you shifted. Creating heaven on earth. That's what he wants with you. That's what I feel like. The value of his friendship will create a lot of heaven on earth. But the same goes for you with your friendship towards him. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So as you progress through that spontaneous awakening and that spiritual transformation, especially with the Death card here, and you're getting those downloads fast, I feel like you're blowing up on the internet fast or some sort, and you get a lot of yeses via business savvy. Yes. Like with the Four of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Fool. This was the most valuable decision you as a divine feminine could have ever made for yourself, because it's a well-rounded blessing that comes out of you just taking that leap of faith. You're birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Your whole world is not the same. Moving forward. And it's a seed that he planted in you. That's why he's the King of Pentacles. It's a seed that he planted in you. It's a seed of love. Like every so often he checks up on you. He looks back to see how you're making out. It's something he invested in you. And he gave you, and you are not disappointing. You're showing your creative side as to what you're doing with it, even though y'all are in physical separation. Y'all spiritually are y'all in love with each other, but y'all spiritually connect. You may have sexual dreams. That's him. You have a lot of sexual thoughts. That is him. Protection. Call back your power. Cut the cords of soul retrieval. Yeah, that's your ex trying to come in and infiltrate the space because he still wants to assume he's just delusional, that he thinks he has a shot. But really he's just a master manipulator with the Knight of Cups and the Five of Swords here. He's trying to creep in. I feel like your ex hustled you. Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Or at least he tried to. with the Knight of Cups and the Five of Swords here. He just didn't mean well for you. And there's something about that connection with your ex that made you realize he was just a karmic lesson to see if you truly learned your lesson. And you got out of that quicker than he could manifest anything at your expense. And once you walked away from that situation, it helped you realize to go towards your true calling, your true what you're called to do. And I feel like you're in an emperor position, or soon to be. I feel like you're in the emperor position now. You're just building your stability, and it has you thinking about a like-spirited individual, and he's thinking about you too, and it's happening. It has already happened. It's just yet to come into the tangible space, into a physical, metaphysical experience. What do I want to say? Let me see. I've never tried to shuffle these cards like this. Compassion, yin and yang, fertility. This is a stone of brotherly love. That's your vintage friendship I'm talking about. And the angel phantom quartz. That's about faith, healing, and renewal. You definitely want to do a refresher for your friendship and grow it out of the acquaintance vibe that it is, even though you feel very deeply for each other. Y'all want to invest in each other. Y'all want to make more time and in space to express the emotion you have for one another. Because you two have a remedy, a healing remedy for each other's trauma, inner child wounds, if any, healing repressed memories and alleviating negative emotions that have been haunting you from your past. That could be blocking you from going forward. It's about stability. It's about being grounded. And it took for this DF to really get grounded in her mind, to change her actions, to change her life. And now it's happening. Life's a work, not a break. What? Get off the treadmill. So bottom line is, he looks at you and he sees a lot of effort and a lot of progress. He sees you cleaning up a lot of your he sees you using more of your business savvy to clean up things that you might have been lacking in the past that could have blocked you from going forward, going towards this person. Feelings of inadequacy. You've cleaned a lot of your insecurities up, and that automatically raises your vibration. You stop being so over analytical and start facing your true north. Like, there's nothing to overthink. And you have that creative accountability over your life where you can create that heaven on earth. It's happening. It has happened for you. Upon meeting this person, they just kind of sped it up for you. But to be more, this is you. You cannot wait to lay your head on his chest and listen to his heartbeat. You want to marry this man with the Four of Wands, the Hierophant. You want to take that journey with him. But I feel like you should let him be the masculine and let him come to you. Don't be so bold and go to him. It may push him away. I want an up-close look at this man, at your connection. It's a new age. So I feel like something's that's being done is a lot different from what is tradition. Could be for, I think I speak to both of you when I say that. but he's all over you. There's no, it's like he doesn't want to let you go. He's not done with you. He thinks a lot about you. You pick up on his energy. You both have somatic psychic abilities. So you feel each other. Like you could be, one of y'all is binge eating a lot, like snacks, eating a lot of sweets, that kind of thing. Both of y'all could be doing it because this person can't sleep. You know, he's an emotional, kind of an emotional wreck. Realizing that this isn't just a sexual attraction. This is eternal. This is deep, and he sees your spiritual growth, your spiritual evolution. Not to mention, you damn fine being a Queen of Wands, and he's the Emperor. To his Emperor, the world is a new beginning. Traveling the world, Phoenix rising. It's taking you in and out of this world. And your love, all he dreams a lot about you. He thinks a lot about you. With that dream journal here, he could be writing down a lot of notes regarding how I feel today. For example, okay, I couldn't get my briefs done. I don't know why I said that, but I couldn't get my work done. I didn't meet this deadline, but I thought of her. I felt butterflies, or I felt like eating a cupcake or something. I felt like singing. I felt like writing a poem. Like I felt like you just inspire him to just do the things he seldomly makes time for because of his business savvy. And I can understand the business savvy, that's the word. But what I feel like is you should have that heart to heart with each other. You should share your song. You are sharing your song. And it says something about singing already. So frequency of sound. Speak to each other. When he speaks to you, make sure you speak in harmony. Like you always speak in harmony when it comes to this person. When he comes to you. Learning how to be human in a world but not of it. It's gonna take for y'all to really just be creative with your words to ground this connection in the tangible realm, because it's not easy for neither one of y'all. Jump in. Adventure, say yes to change. In the portal, the doors are opening, so you decide. And if you want to reap the rewards of your connection now or not, or later. I don't see why there would be a later, because you waited for each other, and he's waiting for you. You know, and your third eye is open, and now he's starting to listen to his intuition, because he didn't always respect a lot of your spirituality. You know, probably because he didn't understand it, or he just wasn't as tapped into his as he probably should have been. But he has ancestors, just like you do. And their hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. You're reconciling him with a part of him that he has not paid attention to in a long time, because he was practicing his earthly career. So he didn't make the time. He didn't see where I can, he can make it. May not have been his intention. I don't think so, but he's very rich, needless to say, but very poor at the same time, because he lost a lot of his wisdom, not to being tapped into it, or just not honoring it, or just connecting with it. He disconnected himself from it. So in a sense, he's a beggar. You seeing him for who he is and accepting him for all of who he is. And it's encouraging him to embrace his weirdness and face his north. Just like you. Like he see you as this courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. But I also feel like that's him shedding, being represented in a different light, or representing himself in a different light, or this is you. Him seeing you like that is triggering him to want to share his song and want to be vulnerable with you. You could be more into your feminine energy at this point, your Venus energy. And it's like the unattainable Shiva and Parvati. Parvati became a yogist and practice that determination that could represent the divine feminine, that determination to match his energy so he can realize what he needs from her. And what he needs from her is to be grounded because he's so unattainable. Now, this is a person who moved past physical limitations and could teach it to other people. And you're becoming that same way. Especially with the Fool, the Hierophant, and the Four of Wands, which can be a card of union, a card of marriage, a card of stability. Like you have to ground yourself and bond, like ground your spiritual connection for it to make sense in a tangible sense, in a tangible realm, in the physical realm. Marriage, I just said that. Or you work in law. High Priestess. Pardon me. It's karmic justice. You owe it to yourself to walk in rhythm with this person, the courageous pony. I feel like this person is teaching you how to be like this. Because she's like that, divine masculine. But really, I feel like that card goes here. You're not for everyone. Everybody's not going to understand your nature or how you think or how you pick up on things and how you channel things. That's just due. You're entitled to your just due of abundance and rewards. So it's telling you to look a little deeper at why this connection speaks out to you. It speaks to you in your third eye. And this King of Pentacles is on top of the whale and share your song. He's going to tell you that, how he feels about you. Especially with these two cards. Look how he's looking back at you. Like, he will never forget you. And with all due respect to the connection, you would know that. Earth. This is somebody who's deeply spiritual, who has that potential of being deeply spiritual, but this is you taking accountability of your spiritual practice. Learning how to be human in a world, but not of it. Not the witchy-poo side of it, but the deep spiritual connection, being a soldier of the Most High. Or being like deeply religious, not as spiritual, but not as spiritual by way of practicing your spiritual abilities, your supernatural abilities, but being very religious is what I get from that card too. The courageous pony. Letting yourself be seen in your own unique nature. You standing 10 toes into what you say and what you say and what you're saying you're all about. Look at that. Look how confident she looks. Look how she's posing like she's at the prom or at a wedding or something. And this man admires it, and he harmonizes your name. He sees you. You see how he's sitting there just looking at you in admiration. Y'all supposed to be on London time right now. And it's a matter of you not missing each other. Doing the work so you don't miss each other. Now you're headed towards each other. One on jump in. 6 of Pentacles. Reciprocity. You jump, I jump. Okay? Like Jack Dawson and and Rose Dawson from Titanic. Because she changed her last name. I forget what she said her original name was. The Adventure. Say yes to change. Reciprocity. It's like you're equally are going to show up for each other. I'm not mad. Take baby steps. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. And as the emperor, it can have some sense of control. Let God in. Coping mechanisms, density, addictions. It's telling you to loosen your grip. Don't be so serious. I mean, it's okay to be serious because you have to be as your position, but don't be so fearful. Fear of losing yourself in this connection because you're here in two different energies. One is you're very grounded in your career and what you have to offer, but you're also mature in your emotions and your feelings and how you're going to handle this connection with this person. So one on a Fool. I'm sorry. Defenseless, righting past wrongs. Look at that picture. That's deep rooted. They know each other. That's what the Six of Cups is there for. You already have a life together. The Hierophant. Deep cellular healing. Physical and emotional healing. I told you, the Hierophant is a teacher. This is somebody who knows Reiki or is going to be a master Reiki person or something along those lines. They're going to teach you how to heal your physical and emotional feelings. Yes. The Four of Wands. Stop, embrace the winner. So even though this is a void, you're at a standstill. You need to embrace those colder moments from each other. Hence, what the Divine Femme say? I can't wait to lay my head on your chest and feel your heartbeat. How do you know I'm the one? This all explains how he knows you're the one. Okay? Because you helped him through his addictions. You helped him get more acquainted with the Most High. You helped him heal physical and emotional traumas. You helped him you went through a huge spiritual transformation, and it's a very spontaneous awakening. Okay, the activation. Page of Cups. It's a card of admiration. It's like the way you represent yourself is very pleasant. The way you represented this journey to this person to help ease his heart about it, his fears about it, his concerns about it, and managed to help him maneuver through addictions, even if you're not physically present to see him do the work. The fact that you put him on a path of gentleness, and he's not so hard on himself, and he's not creating addictions because, for coping mechanisms, because he's pushing himself to the max and he's holding all his emotions in. You're helping him work through. You just create a space for him to make it easy for him to say the things he needs to say. And with the Share Your Song card here. And you're teaching him to take baby steps, to loosen your grip. It's going to be okay. This will ignite your blue flame, that deep cellular healing. You're an earth angel to this person. He don't know what he would do without you. Like he's very grateful for you. One on the portal. The Six of Swords. You only do what brings you peace, what brings you tranquil. You're walking towards all that brings you tranquil. Hence, the unconventional, the non-conformance. That's you, that's what you are. That's what you do. You're not for everyone. You're facing your north node, but you're everything to this person. So if everybody gave force an ultimatum and turned their back on you or just found something negative in what you were doing, the world card is here. New beginnings. What's the world card? Give me more on that world card. Seed in the light by staying grounded. You're in a whole new world. I heard the song from Aladdin, A Whole New World. And that's it. That third eye chakra. People don't understand what you do, but he does. He know it works for him. It has worked for him. It has allowed him to speak up passionately and pleasantly. Like you catch more bees with honey than you do with vinegar, is what I'm getting from this Page of Cups. It's communication. The way you're going to reconnect with each other is going to be very lighthearted and playful, like flirty. That's what I get from the Page of Cups. It's the beginning stages. You know, it's like let's refresh our vintage friendship, and it's going to take off. Because that does represent apologies too. With the I'm sorry card here, defenselessness, righting past wrongs. Whatever I did to you, all that I did to you, I'm sorry for I've ever done that to you. And you may say the same thing because you don't know what affected him, but what has impacted him along this way too. So I hope that helps. Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.